Hi there, I'm Rhonda, and I help makers turn their digital designs into income. On my channel, you'll get quick tutorials, cool tools, and simple strategies to grow your digital product business. If you want daily AI prompts, trend tips, and a fun community that gets it, join us in our AI Profit Society. I left a link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And now, without any further delay, let's get into today's video.
Hey guys, it's Rhonda, and in this video we are going to be working in Kittl today. I want to show you some new features that they have, and then I am going to share a surprise for everyone, a special that Kittl is running for the next week. So be sure to stick around and we'll talk about that after I show you some of the new features, all right? So the first thing I'm going to do here is start a new project. And it doesn't really matter what size this is. This is just for testing purposes. So I'm just going to do the standard 1200 by 1200. Okay. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see our artboard a little better. All right, now we all know I've done videos in the past showing off the Kittl flow, where we can take one design and transform it into something else using Kittl flow, right? So Kittl has another new feature, and I am just going to use something I've previously generated. I'm not going to go through here and generate a bunch of different images. I am going to, here is a knitted yarn style design that I did in here a couple days ago, okay? And I'm going to show you. Let me get it larger and let's remove the background from it. All right, and say this is my finished design, right? This is what I want to use. I want to now, create my mock-ups and things like that. So I don't have to leave Kittl now. If I click on my artboard, I can take and click this little button up here in the floating menu, mockup, and it is going to generate a mock-up. Now it's going to start here with just a basic flat lay t-shirt, but I can come over here and I can search. Let's do sweatshirt. Let me get my fingers on the keys right. Sweatshirt. And we can just look for a shirt we like. I like this one, and it's going to pop it right in there for me. So let me, like I said, blow this up a little. And now once we have it in there, we can resize, move it around, and put it exactly where we want it. And we have a finished mock-up that we can now download and use in our Etsy shop, in our Shopify, your own website, whatever you want to do. And we can create multiple mock-ups right here in the canvas now. So let's say we want to put this on a mug. We can search over here for mugs, and let's grab this one. And again, I'm going to zoom in just so you can see it a little better. And I can move this around, and I can make it as big as I want to and place it on the mug exactly where I want it to be, just like that. All right, so that is a super fun new feature that we can just do our mock-ups right here from the canvas. We don't have to leave the canvas at all. Let's say we want to put it on this t-shirt. Okay, let's grab it. Oops. Let's grab our design. Let's zoom in. Let's put this where we want it. Make it a little bigger. Now, this wasn't the best image to use for this because of the harsh edges on it, but I just wanted to show you what we can do. Now, we can take this and we can change the color of our mock-up, just like that. And you know what? I'm going to show you something else here quick. Let's move this. It will automatically use the color, the background color of your artboard for your shirt or for your design. Okay. So if I take this artboard and I select that darker color that I had just put down here, it changes my shirt and my background to that same color. So it's really nice. You can create different color mock-ups, depending on what you want. Let's go up here. Let's take this. Let's change this to let's go to like a light blue. Just like that. And then we can change our sweatshirt to that color. We can change our t-shirt to that color. And we can even change our mug to that color. So everything looks uniform and it all matches. So it's really nice that we can do our mock-ups right here inside the canvas. I'm going to do this again with a better design. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. And let me turn that back to white. Okay. So let me scroll down through here. How about this one? That one's a little cut off too. Let's look. Here we go. This little guy. This is a really nice design. I did this prompt for the Creative AI prompt library. So if you're a member of that, you can find this cute little bunny, patchwork bunny prompt inside of there. All right, so here we go. We've got this. I am going to select this image. I'm going to remove the background from it. And my artboard, I am going to turn the opacity all the way down on that so it is a transparent artboard, okay? And now we'll do the mock-up again. And let's pick our shirt. Let's see what we've got here. We'll choose this one. And we're going to zoom in. And we just resize this however we want to on this shirt till it looks good. And it does follow the curves and the shadows in the shirt, which is really nice. If you ever made mock-ups in Canva, that's not how it goes. Let me zoom in real close so you can see that. You can see down in here, it will follow the folds and the shadows so you can really make this look nice. And now, we have the background on this as transparent. So now we can come in here and we can change this shirt to any color we want. So we can show off this design on different colors. Just like that. Without messing with the artboard at all. And all I did to do that was reduce the opacity on my artboard to 0. Okay, so let's zoom out. Let's make another mock-up. And again, let's do sweatshirt this time. And we'll look through here and grab one we want. I like this one. And I'm going to zoom in just so I can see it a little better to work with it. And we can make that a little larger. And put it right there. Now that's more of a sweater, so I'm not really liking that as much as I thought I would. So let me scroll down here and find something else. How about this one? Nope, that doesn't suit it either. And you know, it's, how about this one? Okay, that one's not bad. We just gotta adjust the size a little bit. And it will line up the way it should. And again, we can change the color of this sweatshirt just like we did the t-shirt. You know, we can make this more like a brown if we want, or like a beige, like an off-white. You can do that. Make it like a gray, whatever you want. But you can get really versatile with this new way to do the mock-ups right here in the canvas. All right, that just looks absolutely great. I love those. So this is just one of several new features that Kittl has coming out. Let me turn that opacity back up. And let's look down through here and see what we've got. Don't want that. Don't want that one. Let's take this one. Okay, we'll pop that in this artboard. All right. And let's duplicate this. And in this one, we're going to put this image. Right. And then finally, we will duplicate this once more. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Duplicate that one. Get rid of that image. And then let's grab, let's grab our patchwork toad here, okay? And we're just going to pop those right here into 3 different artboards, okay? And let me move these around a little bit. In fact, I think I'm going to get rid of that image. I have the toad, that wreath, and let's grab this little guy. Okay, let's pop him in there. Now, this is 3 completely different images, right? So what we're going to do, and this is something completely new. Let me zoom out and move these over to the side. We're going to take this one and we're going to start an artboard. All right. But what I really want to do is I want to include all 3 of these images in this single artboard. So what I can do now is let's move this up a little. There we go. I'm going to select this artboard now. And instead of just clicking, I'm going to click and I'm going to drag, and that's going to snap this artboard right in on top of that one. All right. Then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click and drag. And now it connected all 3 of these images together. You can see it over here. There's all 3 of them. And you can choose the different models in here. Now, I had seen that the ChatGPT image 1 seemed to work the best. So I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to tell this, take these 3 images and create a new and unique design from the elements of all 3. All right. And I'm just going to generate and let it do its thing. Now, we're going to do this one with, we use the GPT image 1, but then we're going to try it with Nano Banana and Sea Dream and see how it comes out as well. I'm not sure. Like I said, this is a brand new feature. I am really just playing with it for the first time myself right now. So we're, checking it out together. So let's give this a second and see what it comes. Okay, so this is what it gave us. Let's zoom in a little. Ooh, went too far. What the heck? There we go. And this is our new image that it created. And that looks pretty good. We've got the toad, we've got the raccoon. Let's zoom out a little. We've got the toad, we've got the raccoon, we've got the wreath with the mushrooms behind it. We've got the book and the pumpkin. So that's kind of not a bad job. That doesn't look too bad. So what I'm going to do is change the model now. We're going to try this with Sea Dream. And I'm going to run this prompt again. And I'm just going to let it overwrite this. Actually, you know what? Let's convert this to an image. Let's drop that up there. Now, let's run this again with Sea Dream. All right, so this is what Sea Dream gave us from the three. Oh my goodness, there we go again. Okay, here we go. Let's move this down. Let's zoom it in a little. I don't need it that much. My goodness. Let's do 75. There we go. Okay, so again, we have the raccoon, we have the wreath with the mushrooms, the books, the pumpkins. The only thing I do not see in this image is our little green toad. However, let's move over here. Let's zoom out again a little. We do have the roses and the teacup that the raccoon is using looks like it came from that image. And we have the pocket watch and things like that. We have, like I said, the books and the pumpkins and stuff. So that actually is another really nice job. So I'm going to convert that to image. I'm going to move that over here to the side. And we are going to rerun this under Nano Banana. All right, and we're going to let it do its thing. Okay, so this is the Nano Banana, and it too gave us the raccoon, the coffee cup, extra teacup, the pocket watch, the flowers from the toad image, and our wreath, but it did not give us our toad, just like in Sea Dream. It didn't give us the toad as well. Now that's easy enough to fix. I can always come up here and we can create a smartboard from this and tell it to remove the teacup because we don't need two of those, and add a little green patchwork toad and do it again and see what we get this time. That should fix that image pretty well then. It would be a nice combination of all three, a completely new design from the three existing ones. And it did. Now it took away our coffee cup too, but that's all right, I guess. It really isn't that big of a deal, but we have our cute little patchwork toad, our raccoon, and we have most of the elements we wanted. So it's really nice though that you can take three different artboards and combine them onto one smartboard. So it will take information from all three images and give you a new one. I do think the GPT image did do the best job. Now I did only use the Chat GPT image 1. We do have image 1 HD, and you know that one, it does say the strongest prompt adherence, but it does cost quite a few credits. So we will run it real quick just to see, you know, how it works, see how it does. Okay, so this is the image, the Chat GPT image 1 HD. Now, I don't believe this really adhered to all three of these any better than some of the others did. Actually, I think the cheaper the cheaper version of ChatGPT Image One gave us the closest because it did include the toad. Even this one did not include the toad. It gave us the flowers, it gave us the pocket watch, it gave us some of the steampunk elements, the gears and stuff here. It gave us the wreath from the second image, and it gave us the raccoon and the books and the pumpkins from the first image. But it did not give us the patchwork toad. So I don't see much of a difference at all. Actually, like I said, I think the cheaper version of ChatGPT Image One did the best job out of all four of these. Okay, so now we can convert this to an image if this is the one we like. I'll remove the background. We'll see how that looks. And that looks pretty darn good. Get rid of that smartboard. And there is our finished design. Now again, let's get rid of all of these. And let's just drag that around here. So this is on here. And now we could, again, create our mockups using this image now. And again, let's put it on a hat. We just need to make it smaller and move it over here so you can see it better. You can put it on the bill. You know, it's completely up to you how you do it, but that looks good. And zoom out. And we can put it on another mock-up. Let's do a bag, a tote bag maybe. There should be a tote bag in here somewhere, a nice one. Let's do this one. And again, we can put it wherever we want, size it however we want, and it is all mocked up and ready to go. So I'm going to zoom out, and these mock-ups are pretty much smart boards. So once you create your mock-up, you know, just convert to image just like you would. Okay, it is not. Oh, there we go. Took a minute. Took a second. All right, I was wondering why in the heck is this not converting to image? But it was just a little slow. So now you can get rid of these and you can download your mock-ups and they're ready to upload into your Etsy shop. Just like that. So now I told you I had a surprise for you, that Kittl was doing a new special. And between the 1st of November and the 7th of November, the AI generation is free. Okay. There's certain models will be free. I believe it is Sea Dream, Nano Banana, Flux, and Google Imagen. Okay, I believe it's those four. But those four, there'll be 10 million image generations available. So for that first week in November, you can create all the images you want using any one of those four. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it is Flux, Imagen, Nano Banana, and Sea Dream. Okay. So if you're not already a Kittl member, you know, sign up. I have a coupon code below where you can save 25% off your first year or month. So be sure to do that if you're not already a member. And just so you know, in a couple weeks, there is a really awesome Black Friday deal coming up where you can save 25% off of the annual plans. And that coupon will be good. Even if you're an existing member, you can upgrade, you can switch from monthly to yearly and still use the coupon. If you were a previous member, you can come back and get 25% off the annual plan. So I just wanted to let you guys know that and show you these two cool new features. I absolutely love it. I love that the mockups can be done right here in our canvas. We don't have to leave and go anywhere else, and we can download them. And then I like how we can, the new feature of being able to combine artboards into one smart board so we can get new designs out of multiple images. Alrighty. So if you have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comments below, or feel free to join us in our Creative AI community. We would love to have you there. So I hope you guys have a great day today, and I will see you next time.